a big deal. Are you taking it in all now? Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah, you just got to stay present, stay calm, stay grateful and appreciative for all these wonderful people, including yourself, who stood out in the heat for a while and waiting for us. Sorry we took so long. Nick had to do his hair or something.
It's okay.
That guy.
For Superman, as you know. But also, I was just talking to Christopher Reeve's son, Will, and yes, and he was singing your praises. What does it mean to you to have Chris's family support you in this way?
I mean, it's just wonderful that the spirit of Superman, with which Christopher Reeve did so much to create and to put into the public consciousness, this feeling of a friend who's on the screen or in the skies just waiting to say hello. It's amazing that imprint has lasted for so long and is still so indelible. So it's just amazing to have that energy at our back and to feel like we're contributing a little bit to that legacy. It's a really great feeling.
And another star of the film, Krypto. How cool was it that he was inspired by James's dog, and how was it shooting with Krypto?
Well, shooting with the dogs is always fun when you have real dogs, and then it's always a challenge when the dogs are going to be added in post because you're just sort of acting with nobody. But it helps when that James had such a personal connection to the dog, Ozu, who Krypto's based on, because it meant that when we were in doubt about how Krypto was supposed to be behaving in the scene, James would get down on all fours and recreate for us to a T exactly how Ozu would be biting at my feet or jumping around or running in circles. So there are some indelible memories in my mind of James Gunn on all fours. We won't go there, but yes.
First and foremost, you have been bringing it with all the press looks. Describe this look tonight. What was the inspo?
So this look is actually inspired by Lois's purple dress in All-Star Superman, which is one of the comics that James had us read, and Ralph Lauren very graciously helped us do a little nod to that dress.
Yes, I love that. And something I always admire was the relationship between Lois and Clark. Why do you think it stands the test of time and that it's timeless?
They've met their match in each other. It's really fun to watch two passionate people go to the ends of the earth for what they believe in, go toe to toe. Neither of them is the most graceful in their pursuit of the truth. Maybe Superman a little bit more than Lois, but they're both after the same thing. They're kind of two sides of the same coin.
Yes, and another big star in this movie is Krypto. How cool was it that it was inspired by James's dog?
I've never met Ozu, but I'm excited and scared too after learning about him.
Yes, yes. And how was it shooting? Because did you have a stand-in dog or something?
We had some actors who stood in for Krypto. We also had a couple different dogs, a reference dog. I had to shoot with nothing because of some set constraints. It was tough, really tough. Maybe the hardest acting I've ever done.
Oh, no, you were phenomenal. First and foremost, you absolutely killed it as Lex. And it's crazy because you went out for Superman first, but at what point were you like, oh, I make a good Lex Luthor?
When I read the script and I was reading the Lex scenes and I was like, maybe I had a little gut reaction right there where I was like, this could be good. And then I kind of was like, no, ignore that. Focus on, the scenes you're doing. So when James called me and said, how about Lex? I was very excited because I was like, oh, you kind of knew this all along.
Yes, absolutely. And the other star of the movie is Krypto. How was it shooting with him, if you could, and that it was inspired by James's dog?
Krypto's amazing and a beautiful CG render of James's actual dog. But I'm kind of mean to Krypto, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Krypto.
It's all good.
I like dogs.
Yes, and something else that I love is that one of your kids helped shave your hair to transform you into Lex. Is he here tonight, and was he excited to see you transform?
He is here, and I'm very excited to share the movie with him because not a lot of the films that I've made he can watch and enjoy. So he's very excited for this.
Yes, absolutely. And one last question: what makes David the perfect Superman?
David's the perfect Superman, first of all, because he's a brilliant actor. He's dedicated and he understands the craft and he's very caring. But then if you see David and you're around David off camera, you understand how much he looks out for people, that he's always thinking about how he can help others. And he takes a lot of responsibility on himself in a calm manner. So he's the perfect Superman.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on the film. And a lot of people, I don't know if you're online or like that, but they love the blonde look and how you're bringing it with the looks.
Thanks. Doing my best.
Oh man, I am so in love with this movie. You and the team did an incredible job. What do you hope people take away after watching it?
I think it's a movie about a guy who's very kind and always willing to stick up for those in need, always looking out for someone who needs looking out for. And I think that's something that we want in our lives. And so I think that people we can be those people.
Yes, absolutely. And what makes David the perfect Superman?
Well, he looks like Superman, first of all. But, you know, he has the acting chops. He has the comedic chops. He's able to do all the crazy athletic stuff we had him doing in the movie. And he's really just, it's a blessing. He's really made for the role.
Yes, absolutely. And another star is Krypto, and he was inspired by your dog. So how crazy is it that you're seeing your dog splattered on in LA?
It is crazy. I was like in Philippines with David, and I'm looking at all the buses everywhere, and they have, you know, Superman and Krypto and all the posters. And I said, David, is it crazy looking around and seeing yourself on all these buses? And he was like, yeah, a little. And I said, yeah, because it's really weird me seeing my dog on everything.
Yes, absolutely. And one last question. A lot of the cast told me that they were able to bring their pets on set because of you. How exciting and fun that is. I love that. You did that.
Well, I love it. I mean, I love dogs. They bring, you know, life to a set, and so we have dogs around all the time. Not my dog. He's too terrible. He would bite people. But everybody else was allowed to bring their dogs on set.
You are cool. I want to work for you one day. Congrats on the film.
Thank you, thank you.
First and foremost, you absolutely killed it in this movie. What did it mean to you to be a part of this movie?
Oh, it was an honor. You know, first of all, it's just great to work with James Gunn. It was great to work with this cast, and then also playing Perry White. I'm a part of a long line of men who have played the roles. I feel like I'm part of a special fraternity.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of James Gunn, I love that his Krypto was inspired by his dog. Like, how cool was that?
First of all, man, Krypto steals the movie. From the very beginning, everyone when they walk out of this movie will wish they had a Krypto, you know? Yeah, I know I certainly did.
Oh, I love that so much. And let's talk about David for a second. What makes him the perfect Superman?
He's kind. He's a giant of a man. I remember when I first met him, I turned around, he was right there. I was like, you're Superman. That's literally what I said. And he's a great actor. He's very kind. He's in the moment. And he actually personifies everything that we would hope for ourselves to be. He has that humanity, the best of humanity. He taps into that. So, yeah.
When I saw that you got casted in this, I said, oh, he is going to bring it. And bring it did you. Like, Jimmy, when people see this movie, they're going to really be like, Jimmy is my boy. So how was it playing him?
It was the experience of a lifetime. It was so much fun. This experience, it was like not only the greatest working experience of my life, but just pretty much the greatest experience of my life. James Gunn creates an environment, I think on all of his movies, but especially on this one, it felt like summer camp from the first day we got there. We all had a blast, and I hope that shows up in the movie for people. I think it will.
Yeah, I feel that. And another star of the movie is Krypto. How cool was it that it was inspired by James's dog?
It's awesome. It's so meaning. James is such an animal lover, and it's a theme in all of his movies, and he's done such wonderful work throughout the years. And yeah, he's the star of the movie, Krypto. It's incredible.
Yeah. And David, I was talking to him the other day, and he said that his superpower is changing diapers with one hand. So what is your superpower?
That's good. That's tough to beat. My superpower, I would say my superpower is I can eat. It's not really a superpower. It's frightening how quickly I can eat. Whenever I start eating, I'm trying to eat slower, but I kind of black out, and before I know it. And whenever I'm with my girlfriend, the first bite, she's always like, slow down, because she sees me blacking out and going into I don't know what's up with that. But superpower, I can eat. I think I could eat faster than anybody on this cast.
Wow.
Yeah, I would go.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
I would say so.
I love that you are wearing green. Tell me who the inspo was for your look tonight.
But that would be my character, Guy Gardner. I stole his ring.
I love it. And this isn't the first time that you're playing a green, a Green Lantern character. You love that character. Like, what is it about him that you enjoy the most?
I have voiced Hal Jordan for a great many of animated features and for Robot Chicken with Seth Green. What is it I like about the prospect of employment? I'll tell you, that's pretty much what it is right off the bat.
And you know, everybody is geeking out over this movie. What do you hope people take away after they watch it?
A good feeling. I think any entertainment that makes you walk away feeling something has done its job. I think this particular film will have you walk away feeling good, feeling hopeful, feeling joyful, and I think we could use a little bit of that right now.
Yes, absolutely. And you've been friends with James Gunn for a while. Tell us something that we don't know about him that's a fun fact.
James is a phenomenal Mafia player. Mafia is a party game. It's all bluff, it's all lies, it's all strategy, and James is a Mozart at Mafia.
Okay. And what would your superpower be? If you could pick anything that you're really good at, what is your superpower?
Anything that I'm really good at? Luck. My superpower is luck. We had a family friend, he used to call it the Fillion factor, because my entire family falls bass-ackwards into luck.
I love that so much. And I'm so happy that you're repping your character tonight. You are fantastic in the movie. Thank you.